There's no way I can say don't do drugs and don't do that. People ain't gonna stop killing each other. We gotta sit down and we gotta conversate and get it together. I don't mean to be political, because that ain't even me. But I'm gonna express the real from my heart.
I'm going to the studio to make Bob Dole mad. I'm finna go make Bob, I'm finna make you real mad right now. You with Dolores Tucker. I'm finna make a hit for y'all right now called We Love Snoop, F all y'all.
This is a business. It's not something personal. You can't come to me and say, don't let your guys curse, and it's selling records, and it's coming from their heart. I ain't with that Hollywood shit. I'm with the real, and the real is letting people do what they want to do.
Anti-gangster rap activists took Suge's advice. Instead of focusing on the art form, they aimed at the public image-conscious corporations who were raking in millions from sales of Death Row's records.
There is no excuse for any corporation manufacturing, producing, and distributing such trash.
We do not understand the moral obtuseness of Time Warner. We do not understand why they don't get it.
Oh, they got it all right. Time Warner made tens of millions when they sold their share of Interscope, Death Row's distributor. But in the end, the music didn't change, and the hits kept coming.
It all worked out good, but there was a period there where it looked pretty bad. And I think it's probably good publicity. You know, it's good publicity for somebody if you're trying to be an outlaw.
Wow, wow, yippee-yo, yippee-yay, doggy dogs definitely in the hells. Wow, 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 yippee-yo, yippee-yay, Death Row's definitely in the hells.
There's two things to Death Row's ability to market gangster stuff to suburban white America. One is the actual records, the production. Dr. Dre made great pop records.
Let me bang on some wood. Yeah. Every record that I put out from day one is sold 1 million records. It don't matter about the equipment. It depends on the nigga that's working. And I am that nigga. And I can make a motherfucking hit.
Dr. Dre is the evil genius of this era.
I need some music, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, I need some music.
So just sonically, they had the best producer who's doing the best hip-hop records, and some of the best pop records in the country at that time. So that's one thing. We can't discount that. The other thing is, the Death Row artists became the successors to the bad boy image that used to be rock and roll's image, that I'm a rebel thing. And I think that's a big part of why they succeeded. They were dangerous, they were fun, they were sexy, and that's always been rock and roll.
But for Suge, one audience's approval came before mainstream success.
The success comes from the streets. Before you even cross over and go to pop, the ghetto got to accept you first. When the ghetto says thumbs up, then you get kids in Utah say, everybody in Compton, Long Beach, and Watts is playing this and dancing and is looking at the video. It's all right. You know, this the new thing going on, so we can buy it. So you got to go with the ghetto first, period.
Snoop, you know I like your friends. They're in here every night, and they don't pay. Snoop Doggy Dog, why can't your friends just get a jobby job?
Play it again, Sam.
A good deal of what Suge Knight did was to give people what people really want.
Sex and violence sells. Ask Al Pacino.
Suge had the marketing sense to know that this is something that everybody really wanted. They wanted this kind of gangster thing, this gangster shit, as they said, going on at the time.
America loves gangsters, and he found a new gangster for America, I think, and said that we can sell this.
We don't know the names of the famous scientists. We barely know the names of our U.S. senators. We know who our gangsters are. And Suge understood that excited us, titillated us, and he exploited the hell out of it.
Tonight's the night that I plan my hit. Yeah. Deep cover on the incognito tip. Breaking fools off if I have to. Filling gaps too. So you know I'm coming at you.
Gangster rap brought to a boil the keeping it real issue that had simmered in popular music since the birth of the blues. Its tales of deals, death, and destruction not only sounded real, its artists seemed to be living them on a daily basis.
A lot of what happened was all the Death Row artists. Suge's persona was rippled out throughout everybody, and it put them in a whole nother game.
The image had to be upheld. This is Death Row Records. When you come here, you got to have your chest out, your head up, and your hammer cocked back.
While this outlaw authenticity was a commercial jackpot, it was bound to yield tragic results. On August 25, 1993, a man named Philip Waldemariam flashed a gang sign at a car carrying Snoop Doggy Dogg and his bodyguard McKinley Lee, known as Malik. A confrontation ensued, and Waldemariam was shot to death. America's best-selling rapper would be going on trial for murder.
Los Angeles police announced that 21-year-old Calvin Broadus, better known as rap star Snoop Doggy Dogg, had turned himself into police on Friday along with 2 other young black men, all accompanied by an attorney, in connection with the murder on August 25th of a man named Philip Waldemariam in what police believe was a gang-related shooting.
Suge Knight paid millions for Snoop's defense and showed up daily at court. Dre stayed away. More than 2 years after Snoop's arrest, the jury returned with its verdict.
We, the jury and the defendant, Calvin Broadus, not guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree.
I want to really thank all my peoples on Death Row Records, all my homeboys, all my management, everything, everybody that supported me and Malik through this 2.5 years of just misery.
Snoop's acquittal only emboldened Suge and his label, which he now termed the new and untouchable Death Row Records. He decided to get back to work, but first he threw a party.
See, we know for having parties, so this is going to be a real big one, so it'll probably be about 1 million bottles of Crystal and, you know, the whole shot. And the studio close by if we go there and finish this album.
Snoop's trial was only the beginning of the problems to beset Death Row. Their star producer was about to leave the company, but there was a new star on the horizon.
This is what Death Row was waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. So now with the combination, it's like we superpowers now.
I always act a fool, you know what I'm saying? I always act, I feel is that, you know, being young and being in America, having without, acting is easy, because you always want, I want to act like everybody else. Anything to be up out of the ghetto.
I live a thug life, baby, I'm hopeless, choking on window, trying to keep my focus, don't let the punk cowards worry me, keep the fame, I'm true to the game, till they bury me.
At 24, Tupac Shakur was a platinum-selling artist, the movie star, and an inmate at the Dannemora jail in upstate New York. It took Suge Knight $1.4 million and a 2-page contract to make Tupac a free man and a Death Row recording artist.
This is what Death Row was waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. So now with the combination, it's like we superpowers now.
Say what you say, but